Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
It's a small step forward. I think coming into the game, I spoke a lot about putting some pride back into English cricket and into the Test performances. And I think the fight and the desire and the character shown today and throughout the 5 days has done that in a small way. It's obviously we go into every Test match wanting to win and to win convincingly, but from the position that we found ourselves in at certain points within this game, to be able to sit here having drawn was, at the start of today, it was always going to take a good performance, and really proud of the way the guys dug in and managed to do that.
You had a few walking wounded, obviously, and they all sort of pulled their share of the weight. But how proud in particular of the tail end, because there was a hell of a lot still to do, and I guess things must have been getting pretty hairy.
Yeah, it's not the first time Jack stood up in that sort of situation, is it? And Brodie and Jimmy have done it at times before as well. So there was a little bit of experience for them to cling on to going into it, but still a lot of hard work had to be done there. And again, to be able to stand up to that pressure and show that grit and determination was vitally important, and I'm very proud of the way that they managed to get us to walk away with something from this game. Well, I have to make some further assessments, but Josh Buttler is going to have to fly home and won't take any further part in the tour. It's quite a serious injury, and for him to be able to front up and put in as he did from that moment he took that knock, shows how much he cares. Shows how much it means for him to play in this Test team, and how much it means for him to play for England. And I think a lot of the guys could see a number of players hurting physically and still putting in a huge amount, and in many ways it lifted the rest of the group, really proud of the way that they stood up at times, clearly in a lot of pain to produce for England. There was clearly a bit of pain relief required. I think everyone was slightly different, but again, it's still, I suppose, not just the physical element to it, but the psychological of knowing that you're going into a pressured situation, not 100%, to then still be able to perform at the level that some of the guys did was phenomenal, really. And shows a huge amount of character, as I've said. So I'm very proud of that, and it's a step forward for the team, definitely. And again, some quite difficult circumstances. Was hugely important, especially off the back of the previous Test match. It's probably one really dark day for English Test cricket, and it would have been very easy for us to roll over and feel sorry for ourselves. And I asked for the guys to try and put some pride back into the badge, and to show how much you care about playing for England going into the game. And I think you can certainly say that was the case this week. Now, albeit we didn't win the Test match, and we're a very long way behind the game, to still find a way to get a draw from where we were shows the amount of character and desire and pride that the guys feel when they pull on an England shirt. And I think that was a very important small step forward for this group, and something that we can certainly lean on going into the next game. It seemed to refocus him when it came to him to bat. It made I don't know. You could see he had that look in his eye, which we've seen a couple of times before when he's been playing Test cricket, and he looked very much engaged in what was going on. It was obviously difficult when you see one of your most influential players walk off the field as he did, clearly in a lot of pain. And the rest of the seamers had to pull up more, and Jack as well had to pull up more workload, which you don't plan for going into the game. But there was a wholehearted effort in many respects from Ben and from the rest of the guys as well in the field. But his performance with the bat was more like a Ben Stokes near his best, which is a really exciting thing to see going into the last game. we'd have had to play the perfect game going into the last session to have any sort of chance of chasing that down. But especially off the back of Melbourne, for the guys to, with the pressures that were on them coming into a similar sort of situation, to be able to manage it like they did, I think was impressive and really important in terms of coming here today non-down and having a full go at it. So really pleased of the way they managed to deal with that pressure and give us a great opportunity to get something from this game at the start of the day. Hard to think at the minute. There's clearly a lot of emotion knocking around, and a big sense of pride overwhelming is the overwhelming feeling at the moment. But yeah, it's certainly one of them, and as I say, it was a really important one for this team as well. I think it's certainly the best he's bowled since we've been here, and I'm not using this as an excuse in any way, but with the lack of preparation and the lack of opportunity to bowl within a game, you've seen as the tour's gone on, he's certainly got better and better, the opportunities he's had to play. So it was really pleasing to see him bowl in that manner on quite an unresponsive wicket, to be able to be as influential as he was really pleasing, and I'm sure he'll take a lot of confidence forward from that.